What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and today we're doing a quick tabletop review of the Strider SMF. And this is a frame lock folding knife, and it was actually specifically designed or developed for the first MARSOC, Marine Special Operations Detachment. And it happened like right when I was getting out, so I was pissed because I would have liked to have gotten one of these. But this is the Triple Design version. I'm sure you can see that logo right there. Kind of zoom in on it. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but anyhow, these were made for Triple Design a few years ago, and this is kind of like a collector's edition now because you can't get it anymore. But the knife is designed by Mick Strider Knives, and it has a 4-inch drop point blade, and with a tiger stripe design. You can see that there, that tiger stripe pattern, that coating. It has a CPM S30V steel blade. The handle is composed of fire anodized titanium frame. You can see there. And it has an oil impregnated bronze bushing inside there. The handle it has an oversized pivot screw, and I'll kind of show you that compared to some other knives, which just makes it durability a lot more, tough. And that's kind of what this knife was designed for. There's a G10 handle on the other side with a incorporated back spacer. The back spacer is actually part of the G10 handle. So this actually has an NSN number because it was an issued knife. And you can kind of see there. But anyhow, this one, the Gen 2 model, has the Hinder lock bar stabilizer. You can see that there. And this pretty much just makes it was designed by Rick Hinder, and pretty much just designed to preserve the life of the frame lock from over travel of the liner lock there. So anyhow, my thoughts. Has an opening here, a thumb hold opening, but it is a large knife, and being that it's such a large knife, that's why I kind of feel like they probably, Marines probably gravitated towards it instead of carrying a fixed blade, because they can use this in multiple operations, close quarters combat, as well as field craft type stuff, because it is such a big blade. I mean, it's the size of like a lot of small fixed blade knives, and having that titanium and that Rick Hinder design thing, stabilizer, it kind of makes it almost as tough as a fixed blade. This is like one of those, if you could only have one knife, this is what it'd be, because it can pretty much do any kind of thing you want it to. Now, one thing I really don't like is this clip. It just, that much of the knife hangs out of your pocket, as well as if you see the lanyard hole there, the blade tip actually, if you see that there, hits that lanyard hole. So if you put a lanyard in there, every time it's going to cut the lanyard. But this is a very, very popular knife, and it goes for a lot of money. To me, is it worth it? I really can't say that, because there's a lot of other knives that are made of just as good quality materials and for a lower price. These things are going out the gate for about $500, $600, and secondary market, certain designs may go upwards to $1,000 or a couple thousand. I guess it's the cool guy factor, maybe, and that's why people are gravitating towards it. But you look at something like the Emerson CQC-7B. This knife I've had for 13 years. I carried it everywhere in the Marine Corps, and I mean, it did everything I needed it to do. And this knife is a third of pretty much what this knife is going for. And to me, yeah, it doesn't have the S30V blade, but it does have titanium liners, very, very smooth, and G10. And you can see that oversized screw there compared to this. And that just makes it, more durable, I'm assuming. Then you got something like the Trip-Up Design Dauntless, and this is the S30 V blade as well. And you know, it kind of has the double choil, kind of like that Dauntless does right there. So, you know, fraction of the cost for these knives compared to the Strider. So in my opinion, there's just a lot better knives, or a lot knives on the market that are closely, you know, in components and quality, that I just don't know if it's worth it for a blade like this. You know, is it cool? Absolutely. You know, forever, because you know, as soon as you start using it, you're going to diminish the value of it. If you know, you're one of those guys that buys knives not to use them, to actually just take pictures of them and post them on Instagram, if you're one of those guys. But I buy knives to get, you know, be used. I bought this one because I got a major deal on it, and I really just bought it to flip it, just to resell it, because I don't really care to have it. But anyhow, that's my opinions on the knife. Let me know your thoughts if you got a Strider, and kind of discuss this in the comment section. But anyhow, guys, check out Black Scout Survival. We put out a few new videos every week, you know, survival, gear reviews and stuff like that. And please subscribe and share the video. And as always, thanks for watching.